What's up? Welcome back to Movie Buffs. I just put out my review of Night of the Seven Kingdoms episode 6. One thing occurred to me, I left out some things. Okay, one key thing that they never really touch on in the book, they kind of leave it open, that they show in the show is he never knights Duncan. So technically he's really not even a knight, you know. I don't even really. It seems like he would call like the false away kid or something. I mean, I know he's too honorable to do it, but call him over there and just be like, knock me real quick. But yeah, in the book, it leaves it like open, but it shows that he never did knight him. And another thing is, Egg comes and it has a little scene at the end where his father doesn't even know, that Egg has went off with Sir Duncan. So I forgot I left that out of my review too. This episode, this whole season to me is kind of like The Hobbit to all the Lord of the Ring movies. Like at the end of the show, it shows him and Egg riding off to the Red Mountains, and the old man behind him on the horse that kind of turns off left. It's kind of like The Hobbit, like the journey begins, their adventures have just started. That's what this whole season reminds me of. That's why I look forward to the season 2 and 3. Like I really can't wait till they get to the mystery night. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But like I said, this one to me is kind of like The Hobbit. Just sets it up for the adventures that are come. The next book is The Sworn Sword, and it's really good. It's kind of like a little bit down the road. So I'm guessing they'll age them up a little bit. So, but it's a lot more action, and I'm really excited about it. I really didn't think that I would be, honestly. I really didn't think I really liked this show that much until I sat down and watched it, and this is turning out to be one of my favorite Game of Thrones uh, series or whatever. I just like seeing Duncan, such an honorable, good guy. And because every time you see that in Game of Thrones, like a Ned Stark or something, you see what happens to him. It never pays off for the good guy, in other words, but. I just really like seeing it. It's just a really good show. It's really wholesome, a lot of heart to it. Him and Egg made this great little couple. They're both so sweet and kind, and I just really look forward to season 2 and seeing where Ira Parker takes the show. But anyways, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.